Hi there, it's Ron again. I'll try to keep this video fairly shorter than the others. Anyway, a couple years ago when I lived over by White Rock Lake for many years, I had a neighbor very close by, probably about a mile away, famous singer named Erykah Badu. And crossed paths a few times. She was out doing yard work and I was running past. Very nice lady. She had a message scrawled in chalk on her garage door. She would also write messages on her driveway as well, but the one I remember the most is on her garage door. It said, "Love, forgive, evolve." And that's just always stuck with me. Of course, all that's easier said than done. So the reason I was thinking about that tonight is I've been moving in this direction for quite a while now, but after the decision of that appeals court to overturn the death penalty for Dzhokhar Tsarnaev, the Boston Marathon bomber, it really kind of came to a head, I guess. The appeals court made the proper decision. The judge allowed 2 jurors, including the jury 4 woman who should not have been on that jury. We're lucky we didn't get a flat-out mistrial. I can't believe the defense didn't push for a mistrial, but it didn't anyway. So his death penalty was overturned. The Department of Justice has decided to pursue it, which means a new sentencing trial. Now, regardless, Dzhokhar were still at the minimum, still have life in prison with no parole, which that's fine with me. The alternative, since they're pursuing the death penalty again, is a new trial, picking a jury again, calling witnesses again, putting those people through that again. And I understand some survivors still want him to get the death penalty. Many of them don't, though. I would guess a majority of them don't want to have to go through this again. So I can't speak for everyone, of course. So they're fine, as I am, with him, with Dzhokhar getting life in prison, no parole. He'll never be a free man again. Alright, I've come a long way on this. Over the years, I've grown more and more critical of the death penalty. Just knowing that at least 4% of everyone on death row is not guilty of the crime they're accused of. That's minimum 4%. It might be a lot higher, who knows. And actually, Dzhokhar's case is a case in point, although we do know that he's guilty. There's no doubt about that, but the way the judge just flat out ignored the rules and ignored the laws on juries, just flat out ignored it, that's a case in point of why the state does not have to be deciding life and death. Now, more importantly for me is my personal evolution on this issue. I'm not only opposed to the death penalty on principle now, I've changed my mind on that. Like I said, as far as Dzhokhar goes, I don't think he should get the death penalty. Anyone who knows me knows that's a hell of a statement for me to be making, is, you know, that was more than 7 years ago that he killed those people and injured nearly 300 others and turned a lot of lives upside down, including mine. Spent a lot of time in therapy talking about Dzhokhar Tsarnaev, and I had so much anger towards him that it frightened me, and it made me feel bad that I could hate another human being that much. Now, I don't blame anyone for hating him, including myself. That was a horrific crime by any measure. But here's the thing on that, because I've seen a couple of survivors who are for a new trial and him still getting the death penalty and all that. They still have a lot of rage, and I understand that. Trust me on that. Because again, I was keeping an extremely high level of rage for him for several years. Two things about that. One, he could die tomorrow and your rage is not going to be gone anytime soon. Neither would mine if I still had it. We'll never be friends, Dzhokhar and I, of course, but what I realized through therapy, through my cognitive therapy over the last 3 years more and more, is that was just damaging me. Wasn't doing it, he was holding me back, damaging me, and my therapist had suggested several times you know, to find ways to forgive, and she totally understood when I said, well, it has to be sincere. I can say, like, the Martin Richard family during his trial said they forgive him, and I believe they were completely sincere, because they're against, one thing is they're against the death penalty on principle, but they publicly forgave him. I admire the hell out of that. I still don't know that I've officially forgiven him, but thinking I probably have, because I don't have that rage. I mean, I still get upset watching, you know, reading about it and watching videos about it. You know, it's still very emotional. But again, it comes back to that rage was doing nothing but damaging me. It wasn't doing anything to him. Even if he knew about it, he probably wouldn't care. And so it goes nowhere. It just continues. And I really feel for, like I said, one of the survivors I saw interviewed. Again, he has every right to be enraged, but I hope he's getting some kind of therapy or counseling, because I can just see, just reading his words. Again, if Dzhokhar got executed tomorrow, his rage would still be there. It's still going to be there for a long time. The only thing that's going to dissipate that is cognitive therapy and seeking healing. And something I read when we were getting ready to come back for the 2014 Boston Marathon, something I read from someone else who was not allowed to finish. She had found it somewhere else, but talking about our recovery, that it's like a stained glass window. You can shatter a beautiful stained glass window. You can shatter it into 1,000 pieces or thousands of pieces, which is kind of what happened. And you can put it back together. Now, it's not going to be exactly as it once was, but it can still be beautiful. And that's something we can do for ourselves. Remember, luminous beings are we, as Yoda, Jedi Master, said. We are luminous beings. We can put the stained glass window back together. It can still be beautiful. It'll never be the same, but it can be beautiful. We need to take care of our souls and allow ourselves to forgive. That's not a lecture. Trust me, I've come a long, long way on this. But do it for yourself. Do it for your soul. Let that anger go. We are luminous beings. All right, everyone take care of themselves. Thanks. Bye.